If you've been avoiding Power BI because it looks like a tool only specialists use, you're not alone. In this video, I'm gonna take you from a blank screen to your first interactive report in one go. Stay to the end because the last thing I show you is how to make the page look like something you would actually present without spending an hour on design. Hey, I'm Arlen and welcome to Data with Arlen. We're covering how to connect your first file, how the three main views in Power BI work, and how to build charts and a slicer that respond when someone clicks. Let's get started. Okay, I am now here in Power BI Desktop, which is free to download from Microsoft. If you need the link, I put it in the description. Now, this is a blank report that you're going to see the first time you open Power BI and you click the option to create a blank report. You'll see that there are options to the right. There's a build column, data column, filters, and then all of the options in the ribbon will allow you to control everything. And we're going to go ahead and just create a simple report. And this is where all of your charts will live. The data is actually your table, the table that we're going to import from an Excel sheet. And so today there's just one table. So the model will be just kind of a quick hello and an intro to what we're doing. So if you're not sure, again, where to start or what to learn after this video, I put together a free data analyst career roadmap where you can excel from hired analysts and beyond. So in order to get this, just grab the link in the description. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the data here. And I'm going to go ahead and click get data. I have a CSV file, but you see there's an Excel option as well, and there's a lot of other data options. So I'm going to go ahead and click text CSV. And this is our Power BI Beginners Crash Course. I'm going to select that one. And it's going to populate shortly. And you're going to initially see a preview screen here, which shows the data that we have. In this case, it's the revenue, the units, the categories, and the dates. I'm going to just go ahead and click load. Future videos, we'll talk about how you can transform videos. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and load it. Okay, now that we've got it loaded, the ability to create a chart is pretty straightforward, but you have to create a measure, which is a formula that can be reused throughout any of your visuals. So I'm going to create a formula for the total revenue. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and click on new measure. And for the revenue, I've already got the DAX in another window. I'm going to just copy it and then paste it in here. Copy it and paste it in here for the total revenue. You click the checkbox to save and commit it. And there you have it. This is the total revenue. It's one line of what's called DAX, which is the code that Microsoft calls this syntax. And it's just a sum function. I'm just summing the revenue. And that's really all it is. Okay, now we've got that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a card visual. Now all the visuals appear here to the right. You just mouse over to see what type card is this one. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. I'm going to click on card visual. And now that we've gotten the card visual, to select what's going to be shown here, you just select it over here to the right. You can do that or drag it over. It's just easier to just click it. So I'm going to show the total revenue. So we see the total revenue is 320K. That's populated from the measure that we just created. Now that we've got this, I'm going to go ahead and add another visual. It's going to be a clustered column chart. So on the right, again, you can mouse over, but it's this one here, and it's a clustered column chart. So I'm going to just click away. You need to make sure you don't have anything selected when you select the visual, or else it'll update your current selected one. All right, so we've got this cluster column chart. It's blank right now. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, as you can see. And I'm going to look at the categories and the total revenues. So we see the revenues by category, and that's simply what it is here. There's editing options over here to the right that you can select if you want to change the styling of this, the colors of this. And this really is just going to show you that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and now show you another visual that we can add a line chart. A lot of times line charts are showing data over a time period. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at data over time period. Line charts are great for that. So I'm going to click on line chart. We're going to go ahead and add that over here to the right. I'm going to expand this so it's a similar size as the other one. And now that we've got it added, I'm going to go ahead and click on the total revenue by date. There we have it. You see that revenue from January 2024 all the way over to June is increasing. It's always good to be able to see that in a line chart. So one thing that we can also do is if you wanted to be able to see how this can be interactive, slicers are great for doing that. Now a slicer is more like a drop down, and I'm going to select it from over here. And a slicer would allow you to kind of switch options or categories. I'm going to make it a category. And I'm going to go ahead and for the sake of this, you could either keep it with the check boxes or you can switch the options. I'm going to go to more options. What I usually do with the slicer settings is just make it a drop down rather than the check boxes. So we've got the slicer, we've got the category. We'll switch it to home. You see we only see home now. And that changes the data across all of the visuals. So it switches it as you see, as we select the different categories, every single visual is automatically dynamically updated. This is the core of Power BI. We have one data set, one set of measures, and many visuals that share the same filters. So as we're filtering it, all of the visuals are affected. Now, here's the part that a lot of people skip. When they're making visuals, you're in a rush to kind of get all the visuals in here. A good best practice, though, is to add a title to it, and that can be easily done as well by just selecting a text box option here at the top, pulling that over, and then giving it a title. We can call this revenue overview of 2024. Let's just call it that. Revenue overview of 2024. 2024. I'm going to make this bigger. We're going to choose the 24 prompt. So people look at this, they see exactly what it is that they're viewing. So that's a great finishing touch to this particular dashboard. And then lastly, once you've added all this, you need to make sure you save your work. If you click save, it's going to prompt you to give it a file name. And I'm going to just call this revenue dashboard, and it's already got my location from the recent locations, and we've gone ahead and we've got that saved. And that's how you build your first Power BI report from scratch. If you apply this today, the next time your manager asks for a report, you can have it ready in minutes instead of hours. That is a real skill, and now you have it. Now, if this video has helped you, and I genuinely hope it did, hitting subscribe is the one thing that you can do that makes the biggest difference for this channel right now. We're building the data crew from the ground up. And if you're here, you're already a part of it. Every single subscriber tells YouTube that this content is worth showing to more people who need it. It's completely free. It just takes a second. And I promise you, I'll never waste your time. Next, check out how to build a retail sales dashboard in Power BI. Similar to this, but a little bit more involved. It's the next natural step in building dashboards after this particular dashboard. So if you want to take advantage of this, click the link in the screen or view my videos and click on the next most interesting video to you that'll help you out. The links are on the right, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.